Freeplane, amazing mind mapping software. Quick overview of features. If we come up to the toolbar up the top on Freeplane, you will see file, typical file functions. This is what we call different nodes. So this is our main node, which when you open up a page you'll just see a circle. You can edit that by just double clicking on that main node. No, you can't. You have to go into edit node, and that will open up so you can change the wording on that particular node, and that is the master node. That is giving the title of the mind map system that you want to create. Now from here you insert. Now we have a child, which these are children of BMG Office Admin. A sibling is like a sister, so this would be a sibling. The mail to telephone is a sibling. The opportunity you have to either do a short edit, which fits within the node, or you can have a long node edit. So I can change this here. So edit long node, and it allows you then to create more nodes. So we can type in here, this is our office systems. Enter, okay, and you can see now that that is allowing more text to sit within the node. Otherwise you're just limited to one line. Now the layout of this is such that if I wanted to create another child, I just go into Insert, New Child, and you'll see it gives me another branch. Now I like all my branches to sit on the one side, so I go up to Navigate, and I navigate right, so that'll move that across. So in here I can put grow with web design. So that's created a new node now. You will see on these that if there is a circle, you can actually expand that circle, so you can go to various different levels of children and keep going. I've run off the page here, but you can open them by just clicking on them and then collapsing them by just clicking back, and they are all set up in the same way. They are just children of that main node. If you want to, there are many different functions that you can go through, which I won't expand on in this short video, but you can add a alarm. So if you wanted to create like an alarm that you wanted to remember, you just pick on one of the icons at the side here and you can mark that. If you want to create a hyperlink, you can insert a hyperlink, which means it'll take you to a website or to another file. So you can hyperlink this to, say, I won't do that, but if I wanted a document to sit behind that, I can just pick a file and I can do this letter sitting behind it. So then when you click on that, it should bring up the letter. Okay, Fiona, don't worry about that, but it does. Probably because it needs to be at the main child, the last child node, but certainly the functionality is there. So we've looked at the navigate. You can move these different nodes up and down, so if you just click on that, navigate. If you want to rearrange, you just move up and it'll take the node up and down. There's options here to toggle, unfold one level, 2 levels, which you can just do the same by clicking on it. Format, if you go through those functionalities, you can format like as a bubble. So if that wanted to be a bubble, you can change, and it just puts a box around it and creates boxes, and then you can color those in if you want to be particularly fancy. So if you want to change the color of the node, you can do this here. Blinking, you can create clouds instead of little nodes, and you can have those in a particular color, which comes up like that, which is very fancy. Icons, you can put particular icons for particular functions. I think we talked about most of those. The insert, and then you've got different options of how to view. So if you wanted to view as an outline, it just changes, and you can copy and paste that into like a Word document. So that's great for creating notes and that type of thing. So it's worth just going through all the features at the top here. This edit node switch is sometimes required, and I don't know why. It might be just a bug in the system, but sometimes if you're on editing just a node, so if we go here to telephone, you want to file, edit node, and you want it to be a longer node, so you've got more text capabilities in there. Sometimes it doesn't bring up this HTML table. If it doesn't, all I do is just go to the node edit switch, and it'll switch you into the different mode. You don't always need to. I'm not sure what the structure is there, why it works sometimes and it doesn't. This is the file save options. You can have a look at your file. You can export it as an HTML. You've got page setup options, and you've got print options here. So basically it's just working out the structure of how you want your main node to sit and how you can organize the thoughts of that. I just switch back into the normal, I'll just undo a few of those things so we get back into the view that I'm used to. Sorry, I think that's the one. Yeah. So if I was to expand a fair bit of this, I need to just shift the screen across. So let's have a look at, say, client database. You'll see that here I've used different codes to represent areas that we can go paperless, for example. So anything that's got an orange 8 is a tag to say, well, that's an alarm for us and we need to go paperless in this area. Enter new client information form, that's fine, that's computerized, so I've put a different code up against that. If we want to add more to the Grow with Web Design, which is the one that we've just set up, the node we've set up together here, all I have to do is go Insert New Child, start typing, and if we want to insert more children off that, Insert New Child, and so. And then you can collapse those back, and you'll see that it's got a circle, so you can keep typing there. You can link files to this, so you just have to click on that node, insert, and you go to your file chooser, your text field, whatever you want to do. You can link to a website. Now the beauty of Freeplane over FreeMind is that there is more, that basically grown from the same system, but there's more financial backing in Freeplane. It's a break-off of some of the original employees, and they are taking the product further. What I like about the direction it's moving in is that we can use it as a brainstorming system where we put like post-it notes which don't have to be linked, and you can move them around the page and then link them at a later stage. Feature which I think is fantastic if you're doing a brainstorming session like a whiteboard. Okay, so that's about it. That's certainly a get started guide. I haven't used a lot of the more advanced functions, so I can't really go through those with you, but there are control shortcuts if you don't want to go up into the top icons. which you, by just playing around with, can get to learn. And it's in the help text what the different control and shift keys do. All right, good luck. Thank you.